Let's go, man. M80 versus TSM, who need this victory, my friends,
on this attacking side of Sunset,
to be in the mark of a comfortable position on tournament.
But again, like the desk said,
it's
been notoriously weaker than other teams. And with M80's ability to go into hero mode and have individual players sweep up positions and get so much value out of it, it means that these low buy rounds initially are so scary. Koala Noob takes all the space he wants and goes right back to B site, where M80 can sit pretty safe. 5v now 4. GMD hopeful flank watch, but Koala Noob is staying put. M80 so disciplined right now.
Already revealed where TSM are opting to put the majority of their forces back over on A. Crossfire set up a great piece of utility early on. 7 takes revenge though. Nismo does end up removing that Gecko. Only a Paranoia available here to push onto site. A 3v3, BCJ blind through the smoke, has a flash of his own.
30
this
seconds
is good.
left.
But look at Koala Noob. Still yet another flash. Whatever you can do to blind these pistols against each other. The defense now taking the lead. It's up to 1 left. GMD. Good for 2. The 1v1 already.
2 quick players.
Individuality is the key of this matchup, huh? What a better way to prove it, but now
BCJ, man. Yo, BCJ is playing so good recently, man. Forced by for TSM, my friend.
Everybody under the sun sing the praises of Dante.
They like to do this, bro.
But we're heading back in.
I want to see working on Haven.
Very fast spray downs everywhere. A Proto, very calculated, opening 2 picks. That's A site in their control.
Sim, meanwhile, leading the charge to actually take the fight after the fact.
Planted.
TSM was one of the teams that had a day off yesterday.
And
Has had extra
Sunset.
time to study the games that they had lost before, shake off that pressure that teams have felt, that M80 no doubt felt when they faced off against their North American opponents last year. That was their second of the 3 losses at Ascension 23. M80 so far undefeated, and again against this North American second seed, M80 fans feel pretty comfortable walking into this matchup.
Wow.
BCJ somehow wins that spray war. Sim will fall, but M80 will have to take a step back after that. TSM's attack, too formidable and too quick. They will come up with a second round.
This is really safe from M80, despite them having a considerable lead, but BCJ, huge to shoot down a Proto. This is the test, the theory. Will there be a flank?
Oh, great dog
Crash by
pile
BCJ.
on top of BCJ's Dizzy. M80 is present and ready to play. It's TSM, or do we switch it over? Thrash doesn't get to decide for them. It's too detained.
Oh my god, dude. Look how TSM loses this round, man.
M80 with the lead.
M80's part, except for those who had saved into the last
What the
round.
fuck, man?
We're just going straight back into it.
Yeah, Sim is as antsy as Koala Noob is to get to kill.
Yeah, doing that so often in this
One
tournament.
down with 26 HP to go, and now some stock up and elbow. M80 will start to back out. Just against the smoke so that Sim can get finished off, but it's a bait! Skimon steps in and it's a trade back. M80 only good for 1 on the lowdown, but TSM have so much overarching control of that.
Spike planted.
It's gonna be tough again.
What a crazy game, man.
Koala, still with 2 flashes. As you mentioned, very conservative, I should say, utility. But only an outlaw on a retake of short corners like this. So difficult, no utility for net.
Extra ballsy to hold on to this. A lot of util to stall with for TSM as well, and it starts with the fault line. But
Oh my god.
Koala Noob takes a distance and gets some value out of a Guardian that's gotten picked up. 7 now letting fly a Thrash of his own, but stall.
Ah, that was so good. Yo, 7, you're a genius, bro. Holy shit, man. The best stretch I ever seen in my life, man.
They will cash out with a tie game.
That was amazing. Big push up towards mid. Crossfire, 1-1 set up.
Immediate run in from Sim. This is what you're looking for if you're TSM, but BCJ shut down. A little bit of overinvestment, but it's worth it for a body. But TSM, they'll use that space created by Sim to grab control of market and see if they can field their way into B site. They can. Little guy limbos under the trap wires as TSM scurries into B site. But now comes the oncoming pressure from Nismo and gang.
Yo, 7 is
leading the charge.
He's insane,
Nismo
dude.
Now 2 kills for himself and only trading out for 1. 7's got to get proactive. 7 is proactive and good for 2.
Man, he's playing like Rians, bro.
Go early to cut short Koala Noob, who has made his his way in with the dimensional drift. GMD from a distance can at least shut that back down, but Net still leaves himself standing on Spike. And Guimond not fully cleared, waiting for the spike. Net have to fuse.
The saver of TSM, aka GMD.
M80's goal now needs to be that TSM cannot get that spike down. That's why we see aggression out of them here. They keep the play so aggressive.
A full stack spotted, and M80's aggression will lead to one, but just one to start out, and TSM's stack will still positively trade. And yet, M80 able to take a solid bite out of this to begin, which means Nismo can at the very least reset and see if he can farm a little bit extra, give M80 a chance to maybe claw at this round, or even just force out something like a Rolling Thunder. That would be great.
Yeah. Keep in mind, too, Nismo has that Rolling Thunder. If this can turn into a 2v2, it's certainly winnable for M80. They can pick up those rifles in A main if they can re-clear it. That's a long journey for Net. 2v2.
Great catch
Both ults available.
Net. And you know where they're going. Nismo has this in the bag. Interception, but missed shots. And so the onus once again lies on Net, but it's a game of catch-up will have to play. Nismo gonna have to meet him at the pass as Poised and GMD run on over to A site via Link. Able to smoke out, fault out, GMD TP up for the high-low, and they can be fully set up for this. But as the plant goes down, Nismo lets the Rolling Thunder go. It's a trade-off of breach ults as Poised fires back to guarantee the plant, but it gives ample time for Net to come back. So it's a 2v2 that M80 will win. Nismo with 4
man.
And that is the moment that M80 were looking for. The turnaround. They needed this half to stay in it. He's in his bag for sure, starting this round. He's feeling it. He wants this op to grab some action in TSM. They have to know it, but they can't necessarily fight it. 7 is the first to step into the volcano. Who's up next? He sees the Cypher Cam set up momentarily, knows the TSM is gonna at least plant some feet here.
No utility to break that drip.
Yeah, big lean over here to B site, preemptively.
That's all played.
Can't even necessarily step in. Now they definitely can't. There's their second opener gone. Trapwire hit by Poised as they enter in, and TSM has just got to go for it.
Oh my god, that's clean by M80, bro.
And no way in hell you're winning this round, TSM. M80, lock it down. Spike's still not confirmed, and kills still available for TSM. A Proto, with the help of a smoke, is actually able to get GMD inside, and they'll continue fighting for this site before the spike to control the Thrash, make sure it can't be re-upped.
Xander.
Spike can be re-entered, but inside the smoke, Guimond attempts to enter. Too much presence, and now it's a 1v4. Calculated risks, but no reward this time. Once again, TSM look to A, at least initially. Xander gonna let that one-way smoke go.
There.
Stacked up with Koala Noob, looking for a way to flash for this. Instead, it'll be Nismo's flash, and now a war on 2 fronts. They
that's the spike.
And 7
Huge, man. Koala has ult.
with Spike in hand will fall.
Bro.
An immediate detachment for TSM, and Xander presses the issue with the smoke in hand.
With everything.
Sim is the one saving grace, and it opens the gate for Poise to grab 2. A Mosh to field away, but GMD takes initiative. Koala Noob will shut it back down, and it's a trade war for the ages this round. 2v2 at center stage for TSM and M80. Net, the first to the punch up top mid.
Man, it was looking terrible for TSM. Now it's very winnable.
On the outside, Net, the site found directly before going down.
They're all that.
And it's a 1v1 to see who takes the lead back. But a Proto knows where Koala Noob is, prompting the ultimate from Koala as well. A Proto will have time to get Spike down, but Koala Noob will have space to reset. Where, oh, where is this Yoru coming from? The most impossible question to answer. Decoy faulted, it's just Koala and a Proto! And now it's just a Proto! TSM 6-5.
Was that, man?
Unbelievable there. I don't know if that was a missed decoy.
Yo, that was insane by a Proto, dude.
The A side is clear, but the Thrash will certainly give that away. Where will that Thrash go? The blockage backside does give confirmation that everyone's backed off.
Mid is ready to flood, bro.
How far? That's already
4 players here already.
back. And just as the wingman comes in, it's a line drive set up by Net, but a frag back and not enough of M80 is necessarily present. Huge aftershock to farm Sim away, but he's able to turn back around, get the shot down, and now TSM can take over. Nismo stands alone on site for the time being. Not for long, Koala is back in the fray, but TSM stand with the advantage. So Proto will step back and let the rest of TSM merge to A. Can they catch anybody? On the run back, Nismo almost lets himself go.
Yeah,
Proto lets a shot fly to sell more space.
Okay, still good for this one. 2v2 here.
It's a free plant for TSM, and again, where the hell are these TSM members? Poised lets them know, and Nismo is down to a crisp of health.
Look at this push up though from
He's
Sim.
so far out now.
Completely unknown. full audio about where the last two of M80 are. This is a crunch of a lifetime.
Nismo on 2 HPs. He fragged for Sim from Link, and Koala Noob has to play from 0 intel. Except for this place from Sim, but it doesn't matter.
That was well played, man.
Just about anywhere.
75.
No, they choose not to flank. This will be a head-on-head battle after this tripwire falls.
Okay.
Process of elimination. All roads lead back to A site, which will be breached with the destruction of the trap wire. Beautiful paranoia from GMD to slow it down.
Oh my god, the
TSM
time.
will get on site beforehand. Koala Noob a little early to the party though, and is able to get a decent amount of chip damage. Open up the site to get the spike down and TP back as the danger persists. And so TSM still have their work cut out for them.
It didn't even check, bro.
Koala Noob on the run back, and now TSM have a lot more confidence stepping in. Xander smoked the
Holy
win.
shit.
Shots on
One
top
to one.
of that. Cut TSM down to just 1, and a Proto on nothing.
Nah.
Has no chance against the remainder. M80 swipe back the pistol round.
This is buying time for TSM to crawl their way back to re-clear elbow and A-side itself. Oh, but the Proto gone. There's no more tripwires. It's leaving it down to Poised.
30 seconds. So implanted.
Good shot.
Reason not to push this, but Poised will meet an early Xander first. Stepping
Nismo has
inside
an out.
alone, trying to check backside. Not making the same mistake again. M80 set up the fast lane, set up the wingman, and now Nismo posted up with Link with that operator. Still salvage, still value. Tossed out from Poised just to get back out from back hall as GMD makes his way up but can't find any press. Neither can Poised. It's down to just 7 in a 1v3. Make it a 1v2, but Nismo still with this operator, and already all the util used. It's got to be a 2v1 swarm, and that's what M80 uses to tie us back up. Able to take a couple isolated fights. 25 seconds to go, though. They've got to just save it. See if they can at least find GMD. They could go hunting here. Oh, no. They'll be able to TP ult. Grab this and just go for the plant on B side instead. GMD, big interception here. Catches Nismo's arms, but Nismo has the better wiggle. And M80 live to fight another post plant, but not very long. GMD steps into market, takes over market. Now a 4v2. M80 have to shuffle through. Xander has the smoke, has the paranoia, tosses one in the market, the ladder into Boba. It doesn't.
Oh my god, Xander, team.
M80. Xander, how do you do this every time?
Hey,
One smoke is
bro.
all you
But
need
man,
to get a
Xander is
photo.
so good, bro.
Once again,
That is insane,
coming
man.
up behind the pack is the one.
Into the next round. Big entry this time. Info clearing coming out from Koala's ult. He's telling everybody that B-site's secured. But there's a problem. Look at the potential ults we could see from TSM. 7's threat.
One very good game, dude.
Rolling Thunder.
7
Overdrive.
and VCT have trash.
Ults that just need to come out.
Nismo
do
with
what
Rolling
kills.
Thunder.
Well, I apologize. Poised a whole lot more than I thought. But even then, a lot of critical ults.
Well, Poise doesn't need a Rolling Thunder, has the ability to just get on high ground and take over Koala Noob. Once again, unable to go band for band in the 1v1. Now TSM take over backside. That's the moment where 7 can let the Thrash go and at least take its way through lobby. Huge blind to actually make it a little harder for M80 to play for this post plant. Xander gonna have to step in for a moment and just play for time, which this util continues to do. A lot of TSM available though, and they'll take the fight to them. Sim with the Russian, that leaves space open on lobby for 7 to be able to defuse, trying to get blocked, but M80 have the firepower to continue.
That was so
fight
crazy,
until
man.
too much time has been wasted. TSM, its remainder in GMD has to escape, and M80 escape with the half. With uncertainty on A site, they'll double back again, seeing if they can bait TSM out. They can't. TSM again has time to intercept this, and M80 will walk into a full-on 5v5. They'll use ultimates to help them out, though, and Thrash being one of them. TSM able to get a couple positions. GMD intends is able to grab 2 for himself. Long live the king. RIP. Day 1 is already so rough without him. 7 getting the little guy on for at least half. Util is able to get spent to kill him. But so much more of TSM to kill, and is smoking your way.
They're gonna defuse.
They will outlast and tie us back up at 10.
Man, this game is so chaotic, dude.
Really interested to see what scared M80 off from pursuing top
They were
Boba.
terrified that round.
This is TSM map
Oh,
pick,
that-
my friends.
He's hiding.
It's better
Gave the call that TSM
for
are
TSM to
pushing
win
up.
this map, because
Yeah,
Icebox is gonna be tough, bro. I made
This
it
is how
win
much they
percentage
want
there
to
is
press
more
it
than
net.
90%.
How much can he do here? It doesn't really matter. that's not what M80's strategy is, and the answer is nothing. TSM can take over. Nismo and Tile's gonna elect not to hit this. M80 actually meets TSM halfway at Link, and an opening frag leads to now a 4v4. TSM rerouting to get to Elbow and have some solace, and that means M80 gets a free plant, but now they'll choose to extend, and Xander and BCJ each get theirs. Gimon stepping into so much of M80, and it's just not to be. A Proto will save, and M80 will
Yeah, he gotta
back
save
the
this,
lead
man. Jim D has
convincingly.
0 money. 7's broke as well.
These rounds
11 to 10.
Very rough buy indeed, and it's going to lead to TSM taking the initiative into the lobby on the sweep.
Okay, Sing.
Lands his shots, 2 opening onto M80, and they'll storm the battlefield.
Oh
2
my
open,
God.
TSM sweeping the floor.
It's Sing, man.
The only one remaining.
Dangerous,
Take
man.
care of the rest of the crowd, but now it's a
One away from
1v2,
trash.
and Proto and Poise do not just have pistols. Again and again, this game continues to swing. And it will once more by the skin of its teeth. TSM 11-11. Max, make a wish.
Sure, it hasn't changed much, but he has that confidence now. The whole team does to take these fights still just as aggressive.
Here we go.
7. Blinded out. Has to run away.
Spotted, pinged by Koala on the drift, and he's just gonna
That's
take
huge,
this
man.
fight. 7 will win it. Still flashed.
BCJ
still stuck in
still has
market.
trash.
Still M80 taking the site and a spike plant. Now Nismo attempting to engage. 7 has a thrash, but a thrash in tandem. Poise will protect the president though, and TSM, all fights are won. 7 now up and running again, will let his little guy go as the rest of TSM will storm Xander, easily take it
7.
over. No blacklight flawless,
He's
but
on a
4 stay
different
standing for TSM's
level right
game
now,
point.
bro. And the money for M80 is shit.
Sim, ISO'd. 7, Util still available. Waiting for the back lines net. Listening for audio in the rotates. Could catch them off guard on this flank, but he's playing aggressive. Already fights have begun. 7, good for 1, but net. He's
Dimitri.
the 4 to bring this home. Could we go to overtime? I'm not sure anymore. 3v3. Koala had to forego the operator back into the Vandal. He picked it back up again. Xander only has a Bulldog. BCJ only has a Guardian.
It's slim pickings here for M80 as Koala Noob
Oh,
on the
shot the
launch,
pawn.
blinded away, has to ask for support, and Xander comes calling yet again. He answers, and M80 can clear the board.
Yo,
Both
this is
for the
insanity,
round
my
and
friends.
for the game, we exit regulation once again here in Ascension. Even though M80 is staying stalwart, they're waiting for this A-read. They think that TSM is bluffing. They're gonna call it.
They would know.
And as these smokes dissipate, M80 says, well, where are you? Where could you possibly be? Nowhere else but A is the fight. TSM make the call, and M80 hear it in spades. Sim will clear the space with a slide. And so M80 have to back out and play for the retake in full.
This retake is scary. This has been TSM's biggest advantage so far this map, playing in these close quarters. Xander, though, multi-kills across the board, has been a difference maker. Utility looking great, both teams. How do they approach? So many flashes for Koala and M80.
And it starts with a flurry of them on either side. Sim the closest to the fight, but a Proto the first in it to get a kill.
Xander
Slide back
falls.
from Sim means you have to check more as you go in, and M80, they have so much that they're just walking
Thumbs up, play by
into,
TSM, man.
including Sim, who from the corner of the site is a walking turret.
A
for
chance to
TSM,
close it out,
who
my
will clean
friends.
out.
Now the sides have been swapped. M80's strat book has been a lot more in depth.
Not use it in mid. Initially, TSM, they've taken the fight to them. Xander falling early. TSM will scurry into mid and take over again, winning all their fights. Net, at least winning one against Poise, trying to stay put for the do-si-do, but now with 2v2, or 2v3, excuse me, and 7 with the angle to split
GG.
in. Defenders
Yo,
wait
7,
through,
you
take
are
the
insane,
4 piece,
kid.
and the
Oh
round
my
give
God, bro.
TSM the opening map of the match. What a starter pack for this underdog squad.
The last 3 days have been poor from TSM, but
He even looks like
matchup
Rians,
is
man.
what they've been prepping for. The performance, albeit close, yes, into OT. Slow caravan into A site, though, will give it away. And M80 are already prepared for the retake.
And Nismo is circling for a moment, seeing if anybody gets a little excitable. They won't. TSM will stay respectful. But plan at least one on site. Sim, who, again, on the Reyna, has already been planted up to the back site. Like Strongleg said, not been having a shining game so far, and as Reyna, you kind of have to have one. So let's see if he lights it up. It can't this time around. M80 too much of a death ball on the circle, but can they continue it? Ring around the rosy, and Guimond is subject to all of it, able to find 2 before going down, and the playing field's been evened up. Koala on 3 measly HP will drop down into 7's grasp, and now on 0 HP is Nismo as well. M80 will drop that first retake. It has the main stacks stepping into the lane, but now that changes. In comes the swing. TSM drives past the one-way, and in comes the storm. Rest of TSM try to make their way on, but they can't completely coalesce. M80 have a little bit of extra util, and with the help of Koala Noob's paranoia is able to stall away 7, but Poised has finally made his lurk work and turns a 2v3 into a 2v2. Remainder of M80 coming back from kitchen, playing for the rotation against Poised first. Guimond second, who was on 7 HP, but can barely get away with this plant before getting swept away. Poised, one sightline available, one sightline available.
If he had a better weapon, man. The Bulldog, bro. Only Sasa can make it work with the shit, dude.
80's Bane so far this match. TSM is matched mechanically, which normally just doesn't happen. There's no other way to put it. Net able to beat Poised in 1v1 though, and now M80 are stacked up, ready and waiting for this A push, to the point that they'll take down the wingman on the first go in. TSM needs help with the smoke to even get the spike back, but M80 have so much firepower at this point that they'll just start spraying and praying. Not much praying needs to happen though.
That was a clean round for M80, bro.
Strike down. Now it's just
no money for TSM. And you are dead, bro.
Xander just in time for the flank.
Choo.
Does he choose to throw anything into this, or will he just check it? Or will he even be able to? TSM is a little antsy for it, and Sim oversteps.
That's nice, man.
Perfectly enough for Nismo to grab everything.
Get this. Go for this. Go for this.
TSM, their gamble will not succeed in Nismo.
True experience. He knows what to be afraid of. He made mistakes in the past. He learned from those, bro. Now he's an experienced player.
He will not fully crunch this, but it's mainly just so Nismo
doesn't even need to go for it. They're just coming to him. That's it, my boy. You'll know a lot about the game, bro. Legend.
Big presence on mid still. TSM does not have a whole lot of firepower to approach this A side. They lose one, they have to force right there. Miss here. Or just util dump and force a retake, but get the crunch going. But they've already themselves away a little bit here on mid. So Guimond is gonna go ahead and TP over to the rest of the team. All Poised will sit back and be that lurker. It looks like M80 is still searching for. They are not convinced that there was only one man in the middle. And Net's fears will be confirmed right now. Poised steps into more than one, and he's on the runaway as the spike continues to tick away. M80 taking care of this.
That's good that he got one, man.
One. Now it's time to focus on the main problem.
Wait, Proto, second lurker?
Proto, a little late, unfortunate, but
he'll
have a nice position. Yeah, he'll have a nice position for later, actually. Will he need it is the question. Continues to hold their own. Sim can at least grab one. Koala
use it.
Farmed the corner on the rafters, and M80 is able to circumvent on the next to fall. 7 will have to try to waste some time so Proto can find the angle.
That's clean, bro. That's clean, bro. That was so smart by Proto, man. He's good, man. Proto is very good player, bro. Man. Suddenly, I want to watch Harry Potter, bro. I don't know why.
A great preemptive.
I'm a big fan, bro. Big fan.
The double lockdown.
Yeah, this is
50 times already.
This is proactive incarnate.
Mutually assured.
Oh, you want to talk proactive? Let's talk Koala Noob. Oh, please. Please don't do it to him. Please.
The wall. No, Poised, don't do it. It's not worth it. You have to wide swing this.
Nah, bro. Doesn't matter how he swings, he dies.
Oh, here comes GMT.
Oh,
Bro's got spike.
Oh, that's the spike. He
Poised. Poised spots him.
You are fucking kidding me, dude!
The double back, Poised will spray it down!
That worked!
Far too long-winded a fight, but they'll get away
what
with
the
it.
fuck is that?
To go as TSM have to scurry through B lane. Not a fight one on mid though. And BCJ still holding it down on A site. Such a weak push from TSM up this B lane.
Poised, 1v3 has ult. Winnable, winnable.
It's Poised versus the
But Net is on the flank, real fast.
He
didn't ult. He didn't believe.
Away with so much for so long.
Play a different agent, bro.
Anywhere else.
Not gonna lie, Poised.
That's heard.
You didn't believe in that, bro.
Approximation discovered.
There's so much.
If he doesn't believe, man, I'm not gonna believe on him, bro.
Net from the lane.
You know.
Should have an easy one. No, Poised the turnaround. Net flubs it.
Yeah, man. No, it was not the time, right?
From Poised that will immediately get punished by BCJ, who is not far behind. Neither is M80. We're tied back up. TSM kind of spread their wings a little voluntarily here. especially with the Viper's pick getting thrown up by Xander on
30
B
seconds
side.
left.
Sim.
Oh, Sim, great pickoff. But that facilitates a crunch to B, so they'll have to fight the pit. And then I'll take a util dump here.
BCJ,
and
BCJ,
now.
BCJ.
They need to take down Xander, but Xander is staying in the corner.
I love Xander, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I love Xander, bro. This guy is so good, bro. So good.
Out of the frying pan and into the fire. It's M80's game again. To this B lane. Or are they?
faking.
Oh, are they gonna sell? Oh, they're gonna make everyone think Seven's still going for the plant.
He's gonna thrash.
Wow.
Does he dedicate the ult
TSM gonna
here?
go for A. I
That'd be
think you
bold.
can. You have 1 round left
30
after this.
seconds
You,
left.
especially when you have so much else you're clawing for, and you have Omen ult next round. Yeah, you have Omen ult next
They
round.
work.
Hell yeah, sell this.
20 seconds though. You have to hurry. Very little
I know they
information
know
to
that.
gain, and BCJ's already on the case.
BCJ's gonna read this. Yeah, he's gonna make that
He's a
call a little
detective.
early. Thrash round 2 is not gonna find anything, especially if Net is able to catch 7. Yet again, he's late on the
Seven
shots.
is not
A
losing
crucial
duels, bro.
moment to hand TSM the
Tell
potential
you that.
tie of the half. M80 going for the retake in a 3v4 with not much to offer. Koala, a smoke, and away on TSM. A couple things to throw at the wall. But is it enough?
Oh my god, bro. This is gonna, oh my god. They stop it, they go off.
It can't be sprayed down. 1 down, 1 to go. BCJ the first tap, spraying into smoke. TSM should have it handled from here. No,
I knew it,
down on the
bro.
spike.
I
Smoke
fucking knew
gets
it.
past. A ninja defuse for the ages to get M80 a crucial round ahead.
Last round.
Oh, M80 are not falling for any of TSM's tricks that TSM had in these early rounds, but M80 have adapted. Once more, big fight yet again. No, Sim!
Oh, and that's where they're gonna press it. They're gonna try and hold Sim down here, but there's so much more supporting him. Can M80 take this fight in its entirety? Not against GMD, at least at first. He'll be able to get good for 1. 7 now circling back, and TSM have a lot more space than M80 bargained for.
3v3.
Turning this into a 3v3. TSM wings spread. Early A attack here on a 2v1 that M80 is not as prepped for. Net is gonna try and get ahead of things to get an early 1 here. Seven's steps are heard. Poise could take a wide angle to belt here. And Net is
Back
just going to
away?
go for the wingman. He's not backing out of this, at least at first. Spots heads, can't hit him though. Now he does.
He's looking good, man.
And the
So
lockdown
confident.
for good measure.
That's the round.
No way a Proto's able to get this back. M80
Net.
certainly come away with their 8th round to end the half.
Look at the stack up from TSM, already set up and ready for mid control. Not only just through kitchen, but even down below with the help of the turret. They've read into the fact M80 want this early control mid.
And they'll find it. Oh, Koala Noob attempting to fire back, but poised on the off angle. And TSM get to bite off more than they thought they could chew. BCJ now
Spike
forced into a
down.
long-range
Attackers
fight
spawn.
and is only good for 1. From there, TSM should be able to snowball. What a run Net is taking. GMD assessing that for later. Nismo actually finding poised as well. This has suddenly turned into quite the kerfuffle. Net's been vaguely lost, but his flank has been red. Oh, didn't spot that gun from a Proto. That's gotta hurt, buddy.
Player standing.
And can't find the shots this time around. Tough window to do so. And so it comes back down to Nismo, who at
He's
least
going
has been
big.
given space to take the spike, but to where? I suppose B site.
He does have options here. He does have his knife. He does have a flash.
Yeah, util.
Yeah, man, look, at this point, all you really need to do is just fight for orb control and gain up your ult early. If you can gain this round, that'll be gigantic for the team, but in a 1v3, can't necessarily expect it, though. Keep in mind,
30
too,
seconds
2 critical flashes available from Sim and GMD. There is a smoke available, too. And off-kilter plant, though.
Yeah.
This one's going to want to fight for not only mid, but also kitchen control and negate away anybody from Snowman. This is good for up close. He does not want to fight far away with the ghost, and he has audio for Snowman control.
Here's all 3 from Snowman. He knows that kitchen is safe. This is his angle. This is his gamble. Immediate jump up to read him as a
Flash!
Proto. Starter damage with GMD. Paranoia into the flash drive to at least counteract, but there's so much in his way. There goes one.
Nismo, you are a fucking legend, man.
A Zippo clutch for the Star of Ascension, both past and present.
No way, dude.
Watch it
That
again,
was
man.
incredible.
Masterclass from Nismo, bro.
One
Free
flash
class
ball
here,
was
dude.
needed. Oh, the clutch of the day by like flabbergasted. Oh, dude, I'm an idiot. Oh.
First attempt attempt of what could be few. 7, first meet. Nothing doing. Toxic screen to stall it off, but M80 are just gonna press the issue. VCJ good for the opener. Now they'll swarm maps, try to take down the lone. There, they will. 4v3 from here should be trivialized, as long as M80 do everything right, which so far they look to be. Ground for Koala.
Yo, with this round, I called GG, bro.
TSM don't look to have any.
Next map, Haven.
Too much uncertainty in the remainder, and too much certainty in the impossible position that Koala still gets to play. Nothing that TSM could do this round, and so they will
Better decision here is to
acquiesce.
save.
Nismo once again MVP of this round, forcing the save out from TSM, and even then, it's only by one rifle. A great null command, shutting down any utility stall, prepped up by TSM. Now, that was utility. We have some new agents that have come out that might be able to do something similar in the future with weaponry.
Couple things still available here. A Proto spotted his time as it came and went. Koala, good catch.
What? Just happened?
Sim on the flank.
It's me again, man. One victory.
On site itself, bring their price as well. Keep disciplined and are able to find Nismo too. TSM, when they take this fight, they are far weaker. It's either here or after everything. And it looks like it'll be after everything. The screen too scary. Koala noob. Too telepathic. And omen for omen. M80 enter the post plant with advantage. So much of it.
Very early null command brought out. Sim up top, cannot flash. No utility at all, especially poise. Viper's Pit available, cannot even get close, and if he does, can't use any ability. You can't save here either. You have to push in if you're TSM.
Sim the first step in, that's one down, and that's the opening that TSM needs. 7 good for the next one. Koala noob, tough trouble getting out of dodge, and the Mosh opens up a rare window for TSM. 2v2, very little time. Poised has to protect the president. There's one.
I'm slow.
Net, but Net
GG.
this angle and hold it down. M80 barely get away with it, but it'll be a 13-6 victory. We're going to map 3, gamers.
Haven, it is the IGL paradise. What an adventure for both of these teams. I think there's gonna be a lot more room for Sim to walk around it, or I should say literally run around on this map, having 3 sites. With
7 on the Sova.
as well, it'll be much easier to control various lanes to allow someone like Sim to take backside control and push up. Early B-side flat goes down early. That's gonna be a utility dump everywhere for M80, but instead they opt to go for the fights. Only 3 left alive though for both teams. And look at this though, look at Net's positioning. He's way far away. And a Proto, round 1, has the lurk of a lifetime.
Yeah. Oh, yes, all according to my plan. This was the exact little something that we expected TSM to be doing on this Haven attack. Koala noob, nice step back into the smoke to at least trade 1 for 1, but a Proto's flank will finally find some purchase to turn this to a 1v1 in the blink of an eye. Poise does have a fault line to at least stall once, but that's all he's got. I gotta take the fight otherwise, and Net does not want to buckle that easily. Poise, though, is able to waste enough time, and there's no way Net can do anything more than just get the kill. TSM open with a win on the pistol, something they are very much used to.
Split push to C, already read into by M80. They're backing away for the retake.
Yeah. Just making the sacrifices you have to make on defense in lieu of what you have to do, which is shut down pushes like that from Sim. The shot's not lined up. Xander will take an alternate angle, join the crew over in garage as M80 once again prepare for the retake. Net will be killed. It's a matter of when and how much he can take along with him. The answer is 1 body. M80 yet again, another wave surges forward, and it will be a far more powerful one. Koala noob stopped early on the wide sing. Gimon not yet taken care of, and a Proto the swings outside. TSM have so much more than M80 bargained for, already ready and waiting. And inside this smoke, GMD continues to sit, wait for the perfect time. VCJ wins that first spray, and a recon bolt to force a Proto to make a tough choice. It will be to run into Spike, half of it proc. VCJ lines it up, and a Proto could not stall forever. M80 again barely scrape away the bonus round with a Zippo clutch.
One hell of a clutch right there. Beautiful from BCJ. I got so nervous.
Someone's gonna have to light this popsicle stand sooner or later. Oh, BCJ, the owl drone. This is the moment for GMD to light it up. One gone, knows BCJ is here as well, and he could shut him down too. Xander now having to wait to take the fight as the rest of TSM approach site, and he can't do any of that because there's just too
Gotta save this now. 0 money, bro.
TSM fully take over A site as well as the round.
And is gonna be on an eco next round.
They're gonna pressure B and garage heavy here. You already see Net having to use all of this util. They want to make sure that this lockdown can't happen. And oh, Sim! Huge attempt to make it happen. What a cross up to get all the way around to the back of garage, but they're ready for it. TSM luckily uses that space that opened up to take over C site, and that is when Net will let this lockdown go, as well as a couple kills in the feed. He may be a little more necessary than we really remarked for, though, is him gone. TSM can still play for this post play, which they've managed to get down, and Poise is also good for one. Koala Noob, good coverage to save the face of Nismo and M80, who will be able to grab their second round of the game. It's their way into C-Site yet again, this time more fully through garage. But they got to do the same thing they did last time, despite the fact that no one is here, and it'll lead to people from M80 being able to intercept a little early. Full-blown Rolling Thunder on a C-Site here, but that doesn't catch Net, which means he's able to catch Sim, and now BCJ, Hunter's Fury from cross-map, can play for time even harder. M80, early shutdowns lead to TSM questioning themselves on site, but with no early contest from M80, they still will be able to at least get this spike down before the real fight comes.
Rolling Thunder up.
Spike planted.
Hunter serve for 7.
Thunder's still available.
There it is. Scurry back into garage.
Oh my god. What?
Spot for a Proto who grabs 3 through the smoke.
What the fuck was that, man?
What a spray!
And they still have the Hunter 0 and 7, man. That was insane. Also, no money for M80 once again.
5-2. And all they
Holy
need
shit.
to do is what M80 was doing all damn season.
Just one footstep.
There's the jump, and Sim will initiate into a storm, and yet still catches Xander. Remainder of M80 gonna try and take over lane with just GMD on the run back, and they are a freight train trying to get through lobby door. They're just gonna full on 3-piece into GMD. They do not give a care, and BCJ, despite being alone for a nanosecond, uses it to take down the Omen, grab himself an extra gun, and make this post plant a little more interesting, a little more M80, I may say. Koala Noob lights up, shot onto 7. Now a 4v2, some guns in tow. Net catching the back of Poised. Koala Noob catching his front. And a Proto stands alone this time around. M80 should have this in the bag to make it a 5-3. Deep in they gun, a Proto.
Yo, he's looking clean, bro.
Disgusting domes. But that's all he'll have to settle for. M80 making.
Oh, what a great series, dude.
As many times as you can.
Impact?
An immediate fault line. What a great read from TSM. Out gets Koala Noob, but in goes all of TSM, and Sim just gets to waltz into the back for free. Spray and pray into the link, and Koala Noob is felled before he even gets to walk back in the door. Xander
Look at him, man.
And grab a quick 3. That is the magic of M80's hero moment.
Dude is insane, man.
Taken back C-Site without a moment's notice.
He wants more. He wants more.
Now going to Proto, not far behind, and Xander rounds things out with 4.
Different, man.
M80 excitably get us back to a 4-6 game.
M80, 1 round away from converting things to an even half. B-side could be the way to go. A perfect opportunity now to line up that spike post plant with 7's Odin backside. Or should I say back in window.
Going through the rigmarole, it seems that TSM investing even less in the pre-plant this time. Seems that M80 really just wants to play after the spike is down. A couple bits of slowdown utilized by the defenders, but that's all before the spike is planted.
7 stop playing window.
This will be crazy.
Aiming through the brown box to have the perfect angle for the diffuser.
Have that spray with the Odin. One half of the door completely rounded away. It's the other half that Sim's inside, and he can't get anything done with it. M80 again. So much firepower, but the spike is in a pretty safe spot, and 7 has a pretty safe one too. 2v1 that can just be sprayed into. Koala.
7-5.
GMD not watching that angle. Similar to Xander did. A 3 pick though.
Saw it. Great timing, huge damage onto BCJ. Paranoia for the slowdown, but now has to pay attention to main. Rest of TSM is here and ready to fight. That's the bonus of having the Neon on your squad, is that your intercepts are far stronger. And so M80 with 40 seconds to go, they say this fight is not worth taking. Let's get out of here. TSM responds by just keeping GMD available, and he can find Net. And now he's got a little more work to do still. M80 hovering around this lobby, and GMD spotted Koala Noob. Kill number 2 for the Jet this round. And it's given ample space for Xander to now take over this A site. A Proto, no chance the guy is watching here. Absolutely not. M80, beautiful double back onto the A site that we always knew they were going to. Easy takeover from there. No way for Sim to be able to get all 3 of these in such little time, and it'll be an M80 pistol round to keep them stable in the attack half.
I wonder why. And you know, that brings up an interesting point too, is that the stall factor for M80 has not been as strong as I thought it would be in this tournament. TSM, they play pretty brawly too back in Challengers, and yet M80 had
I love this one so much, man. Holy shit.
Now, M80 are going to be playing slow. They don't need the stall that much anymore into the late round post-plant. Sim not seeing a single person right under his nose. Poised, has the utility for the stall. The timing is there. All it takes is a quick reswing. You have to look at BCJ though. Can he help with the trades?
Koala gets on top, passing that tripwire. Has to farm this kill against Poised quick, or at least distract him long enough for the rest of the team to get here. A trade-off from 7, but he's quickly taken care of as well, and M80 have been able to infect B site for enough time for Xander to commit to this plant. With that security, literally doorkeeping outside of Garage Link. And so now it's a re-extension for M80 that they might have to execute, especially if net's cleared. But Nismo on flank watch means that no one from TSM can provide that surprise factor, and so
This is a terrible round to lose, TSM.
Right now, this next push is everything. Owl drone inside of Garage. The split push.
Oh, that's great, Koala. That's art, bro. And he wants more, he wants more.
From Xander is so perfect. What insane timing from this squad.
Last player
So beyond
Yo,
practice.
I made it. They don't know how to lose. This thing is too good, dude. This thing is too good, bro.
Important to note too, pressuring out this Odin, already identified, the Owl drone gone. Koala, backside control, could be a 3K.
Tough position for Sim to take, so forward, upward, especially
Wow.
when 7 is taken over. Koala Noob, once again, it's his time to shine for 2 deep, and Gimon stalled away for BCJ to get the trade off. And again, M80 trivialized the round. Is there even a chance for TSM to make it here? It takes such a perfect incursion, and it takes M80, let's be honest, missing their shots, which they refuse to do this half. The smokes will dissipate. TSM, with so few opportunities remaining, it seems like they just have to go for this one. But Poised won't even
Who
have the time
will
to
stop
question.
M80, bro? That's the question.
It is all signs pointing to M80 on this half, and it will once more. Oh,
A Proto's not gonna be able to save this, man. They have no money. 11 to 7.
Well, 4 stack outside of A.
Oh,
This is huge.
What the fuck is happening, dude? Woo,
Sim,
Tin.
the rush in the lobby for 2. And this is the proactivity that TSM were trying to enact for so long this half. But it takes a friggin' neon ult to get it done.
Even
2.
eating up.
Doesn't matter how you made it, man.
Yeah.
Important that you made it.
Fights.
'Cause that was
Okay, spray to kill 7.
Yeah, remember, you're the 2 best multi-kill sprayers in America.
Yo,
left
man,
alive
I'm so
on
sad
M80.
with the
Anything's possible.
news on Tens, bro. I'm gonna missing a lot.
Except
dude.
maybe getting the spike.
Well, yeah.
Didn't die.
Wire
Just retired,
makes
man.
it so we can't do our best calm impression completely. But M80 do have a couple options to play with this. 40 seconds on the
The
clock.
face of Valorant.
You've got 2 nano swarms and you've got
The
a
legend.
recon bolt. So you can play for intel, maybe flush out one end of the spike's angle, and then take a fight in 2 pieces. But you've got to do
30
dry
seconds
clearing
left.
up until spike, and that's why a Proto's held early up here in Link. First swing is net, and it's missed. Timing favors M80, at least the first
That's the
go-around.
Playing for safety there, not giving a body advantage. By the time you get to spike, the time is over.
It's got to be done. No way you can get it in a Proto.
There's hope for TSM.
No. Net has to play this so carefully. There's an inkling of an idea about this C execute. And now Net can push in.
Did he saw anyone there?
He's going to be able to take the door at least, and M80 is
Oh,
going to be
Koala
able to
solo,
take the
bro.
lead. Ballsy TP from GMD to make it over to the pedestal, especially when you still
Oh
have
my
Rolling
God.
Thunder in your kit. Yeah, sorry, buddy, you're absolutely not surviving this.
Oh my
M80
God.
Story onto site, a Proto's only good for
Hunter
the
is here
one,
for
and
7.
Net can easily assist
Can't
with
stop the
crunch.
plant.
But with Spike still on the way, Sim has some time to at least go for a little bit of wiggling, and with the Hunter's Fury still available, the fight is not nearly
That's huge, man. That's
close
huge.
to done. VCJ will actually go down here as Sim
Koala,
has one more
third
left attempt to
HP.
keep this fight rolling.
Winnable.
13 seconds to go, and M80 need to make the call. Xander will be able to stick the plant, and TSM will have to stay away. Aftershock just a little bit late. Xander staying up, but going where? Having the smoke held down and playing from the blocks. Koala Noob the only one in lane. Xander, the rotation good for one early. And now 2v2. Net strains position. Koala Noob impeccable.
This
Offshot,
thing is
and
insane,
8
man.
more rounds of match point to continue their undefeated run here at Ascension. So I'm 80 uncertain of how much of the site is available. Xander going to be the one to soft clear it. And they'll just slow walk onto site. To see if there's util, they will hear this wire. Koala Noob.
He's gonna go up.
This is a great call. Letting go of that. Off
Spike
over to
planted.
Xander. They can take the alternate angle. There's the rush down from Koala Noob. 7 is gone. Sim seconds late. The Rolling Thunder in response. And Sim now ready to fight, ready to play, ready to spray. 2 gone for the rest of TSM to drop in.
If there's one man who can do it.
3v1 with such little HP.
Oh.
They still need to guarantee Xander's position because that man has an operator and he knows how to use it. Except
Man, he almost dodged that shit,
TSM
dude.
Get to 9. So close.
Get a cat, man, if
VCJ.
you can. Get a cat. And a dog, both.
And it looks to be another C crunch. The speed of this has got to be unfettered with how much of TSM is already stacked here. Koala Noob cannot be found. And GMD not necessarily looking for him. Cyber caged out, has to go for the early post, and that's actually more prepared for Koala Noob. Silent, but alone, he falls.
But look at this. Sim staying on A in case there's a reroute back over. He's gonna flank with the off.
Oh, Proto, nice shot back. M80, it's looking like it has to be more committal
What?
than ever at this stage. And GMD,
It's
he
him,
has to
man, the
find his way
legend.
out. Nismo, the shutdown, and suddenly the resurgence for M80 this round.
Hunter
Making
is
it
here for
possible,
BCJ,
as
bro.
always. And it's
30 seconds
Nismo
left.
at the
my
front of the pack. Now with the lesser
Smoke on
health as
site.
well,
Shoot
that means
darts.
he'll be the sacrificial lamb.
Spot.
On to whoever has to fight it first. It's 7. Up and Odin, ready to take back over. Now it's just BCJ. First timing is good on the 7.
BCJ, you are a fucking legend, dude. He's not missing, he's not losing any clutch in this tournament, bro.
Here at Ascension.
Oh, you could see the idea toying in his head. The flank back around C-Long with the operator to help seal the deal, but a shorty at the end. TSM.
Was a great game, man. It was a great game, bro. Great game. GG.
If they can continue to play like this into next year, they will be at the top of the brackets.